Yeah, welcome back everyone to another evening of discussing hot topics. You don't know we go. You have Leon Badflex to the left and another co-host Fabian in the middle. Yours truly, Ryan, Jason, and Rory White. And of course, we'll be interviewing somebody from Punjabi, India. Our guest, Sakshi. Yeah, that's her name. Welcome. And
Thank
of
you.
course, we'll be talking about polygamy versus monogamy. Yeah, what are your views? You think man fi have enough woman or them fi have one? And of
Our
course, we're
woman, we
gonna
have enough man. Don't
No,
leave that part out.
let's say,
well
no, girl,
I want to have enough
no,
man. Boy,
no,
tell
we don't
you.
want enough man business.
You
Boys
don't
are
know
going
about that.
about no girl and girl in a
A
bungle,
bungle.
girl
You
from
don't know it
river,
go.
girl from
Girl
jungle.
All
from
both.
North Carolina.
Yeah, I know people
But
still who will fast to them that tune there not say boy, yeah man and tell you the truth, as you growing up that everything, we think say boy if you have enough woman, you know. But without any further ado, we're gonna go into our interview with Sakshi because she is um here and we want to ask her a few questions about her culture and because we don't know, we come from the Western world and we have our views about certain things as it relates to marriage and all these things and over that side a completely different thing and we believe say
Mm-hmm.
them operate just like we but guess what not the same. So we're gonna kick it off by Leon. We have a
I
few
just
questions for
yeah,
Sakshi. So we're gonna
yeah, we
ask
just
you
want to
to
say
kick it off. Mhm.
Actually is not about polygamy. It's arranged marriage.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
her culture is based on the arranged marriage scenario. While we on this side, we grew up and we hear about falling in love with your soulmate and those things, and you just walk out one day and the soulmate just turn up and you just know.
Yeah.
Compared to your
Love is
parents look
blind.
Love is
around for you.
blind.
Your
Yeah,
parents look
Love is
around and
blind.
identify the person who is right for you and made that decision. And so Sakshi is here to tell us about that and her part and how that works.
Yeah.
So
Well, I would like to add here something here. It's not like love marriages are not
microphone,
existing.
the microphone's actually.
Microphone,
Uh,
Sakshi.
is it not
It was,
working?
it was good. No, it's not
Not
working. No,
working.
it was good
Okay.
before.
Yeah, so I was trying to add like
No, go
love
on, it's
marriages.
not working.
see if we
Hold
can
on.
fix it. It's
It's still a bit fuzzy. I don't know why.
How about now?
You want, yeah,
No.
you can just rejoin. Go back up, go and rejoin and see if it fits.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
No,
see.
no,
But
no, no.
why,
That's
but
perfect.
why,
That's
why,
perfect.
Hold on.
while Sakshi rejoin,
Did it
um,
work?
just
Oh yeah,
yes,
yeah,
she's
it's
it's
good
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 now.
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 It's good now. Right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we go any further, I just want to say to the viewers, don't forget to what? Subscribe,
Like and
like,
subscribe
share the
now.
Okay.
thing,
And
and hit the
share.
Okay.
notification bell. You understand?
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
Sakshi. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to say that love marriages is not something that which is not existing in India, but it's like privilege is given more to the one who do like arranged marriage things, right? So even like my cousins, some of them they did um, they did the love marriage and like they are living happily with their partners. But if you talk about me, mine one was arranged marriage, and it's been 11 years now, and I'm happy with my partner.
Okay.
What
So let,
11
Yeah.
let,
years?
so for the
I,
viewers, so for the viewers, Sakshi, you met your partner when on the wedding day. How it works? Can I give us some details as how it
some
how it
details.
I
goes
didn't get
down?
your question. Come again?
All right. Can you give us some details about this arranged
How
marriage?
you met your partner?
Do you meet your
Okay,
partner
so it's
on the
like
day?
And when?
no. So
And
it's
when
like
did you meet him?
I remember like it was 2010, November 2010, when we both met each other in a market. We both were not told that that our families are going to make this marriage thing happen for us. But if like we were not aware of it, so we actually looked towards each other in a market somewhere in India, and then after a few weeks, like our families asked like how did you find that girl and how did you find that boy. So we both were okay, like in terms of looks and in terms of profession we both were okay with each other. So that's how we proceed. So it's like
Did you
my grandparents and his grandparents are kind of family friends, and then
did you
that's
so
how
did you
we
guys
both
talk in the
became
market?
not
Did
really,
you guys
because no, we both were told that he's just a friend. So I was with my maternal uncle, and he was with his maternal uncle. So we just say, actually, whenever we meet or greet each other in India, it's like we do namaste. So I just did namaste thing to him, and he did the same thing to me. That's it.
Greeting.
We hardly talked about anything there.
I have some questions for you, Sakshi.
Go on.
Right? So here's my take, right? This arranged marriage, your parents would have seen this young man and decided that this man is the one for you, correct?
Yeah.
Right. Now, when it come on to certain things, did you engage in a proper dating and you guys kiss and so on, all of them stuff before?
Before marriage? Before marriage, no.
Yeah.
No.
So you never kissed him yet?
No. Before marriage, no.
Before marriage?
No.
Is that allowed?
No. So this is our culture. So in our culture, it is not supposed to do the physical things with each other before marriages. This is not acceptable.
So what?
Let me ask a question, because I really want. So did your parents get to know this guy before you? Get to know everything about him? What job he has? All of these things before you?
Yes, so our families knows, like, because I was in IT, he was in finance. So when we noticed, when we both were told that the families are going to put us together in the marriage bond, then we started inquiring about each other. Then we exchanged our numbers secretly. We did have words without the knowledge of our family. We did have words with each other. So we did talk around 3-4 times, and before our marriage, we met around 4 times, but that was not a kind of date. I remember, like, one day I was coming back from my job, he was coming back to his job, so we decided that we are going to just talk to each other for, let's say, 5-10 minutes. So that's it.
Correct? You said you met 4 times before the marriage?
Yes, we did.
Before you are 4 times.
But this was 4 times. Yeah, 4 times. But this was not in the knowledge of our families. We did it secretly.
So hold on, Saxy. So normally there would be no meeting until the day of the wedding.
No. Look, families don't mind, actually. Some families don't mind, but because it was something which was done with the help of our grandparents, so we just do not want to harm their feelings or anything. So I did tell my mother that I'm going to meet him, and he did tell his parents that he's going to meet me. So our parents were okay with it, but our grandparents were not okay with it. So
we're not okay. So usually there wouldn't be any meeting up before. Okay. So
look,
so
no. Youngsters, they do meet each other before marriages, but they are not allowed to go physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys, hold on 1 second. When you met in the market, the first time just to see each other. How long after was the wedding, though? How after that initial meet? How long after was the wedding?
We met in November and we married in February. November, December, January, and yeah.
That was quick.
That was what?
Yeah?
What year was that? What year was that?
2010, I think.
2011.
2011.
You see that?
2000, November 2010 and February. November 2010 was when I first
our side.
and then in February 2011 is when I get married.
On our side, you have to be taking women to restaurants and those things and broke yourself, broke your pocket.
Broke your pocket, boy. That's true, brother. So by the time you go to a restaurant, and you don't have the money, but you just go because you just want to impress. Yeah.
And on the flip side, you all want the cookies and the goodies before. You're only talking about taking out the women. How about the women who want to hold out and you all are about the cookies? Talk about that side.
Kiss, Jason. We must know if I can kiss. Must know if I'm alive for you. I'm gonna know if I can kiss. All right. Watch this. So
let me tell you one more thing. So there are 2 things which are given the priority when we marry, basically. So first thing, obviously, the looks, right? And the second thing is, like, how good you are professionally. So if I'm earning good, if I'm from a good background, if my job is something which is socially acceptable, so those are the things which are given the priorities.
Looks.
So
Okay.
yeah, and IT is really considered a very good job in India, because I was in IT, so like they people were totally impressed. Okay, so she's from IT, and in terms of looks, I feel like I'm okay. So like he was okay with me, I was okay. He was okay with me, so I was okay with him. So that's how it goes.
Sakshi.
Yeah, so
Sakshi.
Sakshi,
Read the question.
I
Somebody have a
have
question for you.
Yeah.
Ask me the
Sakshi says,
question.
was there any financial exchange involved, or
Like a
did his family
blurry.
have to make a payment before marriage?
Yeah, did they pay? Did everything?
His family, no. It's the opposite side. So basically, the girl sides are something which are supposed to give something. So this is called dowry. Hope you all know about this term,
Dowry.
right?
Right.
But this is the term which is now illegal in India. My parents did give something, but like because they want to give it to me, right? They people that like my husband's sides, they didn't ask for anything. So
Oh,
my parents give it because they want to give it to me. So it was not like because they pressurized on my side to get those things. No, it's not like that.
so let me ask a quick one. Suppose you after they were trying to arrange this, and you meet this guy and you say you don't you're not you don't the
Not
looks
here,
part.
right?
The looks. Are you getting you hearing me?
Yeah, man. Here,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, so the looks, if when you meet this guy for the first time and the looks, you didn't like him, you weren't physically attracted to him.
first
What
time.
happens after that? Yeah. What happens? Does the parents say,
On,
okay, you know what?
honestly speaking, because I was not aware that he's the one with which like my family is considering that guy for me. I was not aware with it, because but when our family told us about this thing, then I started thinking in that way. Okay, so then I started thinking, okay, he was good in terms of look, and like he was earning quite well that time. So like yeah,
so
yeah.
was he the only one? Was he the only one?
Questions.
Were you the only one that they would have seen? Or let's say they would have seen, you would have seen like two guys and you decide, oh, I didn't want that
I
one or
have
something.
I've seen one before him. So and he obviously seen one before me.
So you're the one who tell your
Sakshi.
parents your
Sakshi.
criteria.
Hold on there for then. Because I don't know now ask Sakshi
Yeah, go on.
what the
Sorry.
viewers them want to hear.
Mhm.
Sakshi.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm listening.
They did 4 months, roughly, or
4
3
months, yeah.
months.
Yeah, that's
And they were
called
married
courtship
to him,
period.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the courtship.
Yeah.
I must about 8 years before, right? Because I have to make sure say everything tight before I go into
8
this.
years.
Yeah, roughly about that. Yeah. No, it's actually.
Mhm.
What if the 3 months? Because 3 months I can't know nothing and they arrange up already long before by your parents. And 3 months I say, yeah, I look good, I earn good and everything, right? It's actually.
Mhm.
You're married. And then the first time when you do it and have intercourse sexually, you see him put out a little thing like this as in penis size, right? Actually, little whingy. What will happen right there? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, and in that case, actually that is the main cause. That is something which is the main reasons for divorces in India, because people
And that's
don't get to know each other
acceptable.
before that. Yeah, look, if this is the reason, then yes, it's totally acceptable. But still, many people don't even talk openly about this thing. Because in
But would
India,
you do such?
we people feel quite shy about talking about these things. So even if a woman faces this sort of problem, she may not be able to tell this thing to her family. However, what she will do is like she will make some other excuses, but she will not talk
Okay.
For the
to.
divorce. Okay.
The
Yes,
divorce,
yeah.
the divorce.
She may definitely file a divorce for this thing, but she'll not talk about this thing openly.
What is the
Oh,
divorce rate like in the Punjabi
high.
What do you mean?
culture? What's the divorce rate like? What's the divorce rate?
Divorce rate is like it has now been increased. So I would say 60-40%. 60%.
So 60%
60,
divorce
60.
rate.
Look, the
Oh,
divorce as compared to other countries, divorce rate is quite low in India. But those people who get divorced, then this is the reason behind.
the
So
small penis.
60%. Yes, yeah. It's not
Oh,
it's not small, but it's like the physical things.
Physical.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So
okay.
the divorce rate is small. So guys, we are kill up ourselves for love, right? And we are divorced like wow. Right? The least little thing we divorce. And the only thing they might divorce for in India, a small penis, right? So tell me now.
Or some physical incompetence of some kind. But like love, Sakshi. So I know Sakshi. And Sakshi seems to be well in love and she have a good relationship with her family and things. But you would have said, if we have the option to make a decision of who we want, we go to school and we fish around and we date and we go with that the person. And then at the end of the day, we can't keep it together. And these guys managed to do it like 4 months. Who knows anybody in 4 months?
4 months.
4 months.
We're
doing something wrong. We're doing something wrong. I get that's what you're saying.
We're doing something right.
Yeah.
We're not doing something right.
You notice how important Sakshi said the earning is. You notice how important that is.
I already told you, looks and profession. Priority is to these things. Looks and profession.
Yes, it's your breakup. You got
two things to keep you. As Sakshi said, because the only thing she used as a determining factor, right, is looks
and profession.
So when you come at a day and
rapid.
Tape measure.
Right? I'm now showing all other things. You see how Sakshi make it work? All Sakshi want to know, so the man look good, see? And the man make sure same.
I didn't say I look good. I told you that I was okay.
Right? So love is true. Love is not the basis for basically in their culture. Love is not the basis in which a marriage has to function. Marriage can function off, and then you can grow to love the person. Marriage can function off a looks.
Yeah, I think rapid just said that. Grow.
Yeah, you can go to love the person. So Sakshi, tell the viewers, be honest with us now. Right?
Okay, let me tell you. The very first year was quite challenging for me because even because we both were new to each other. We were I started learning about his habits. He started learning about my habits. Like there are a few things which I didn't like about him. There are a few things in me like which he didn't like about me. So we tried changing each other for each other, right?
Yeah.
So but after 1 year we started realizing that we are a good match. After 1 year. Yeah.
After 11 years now, you can
11.
say that you are in love.
It's been 11 years.
11 years. You are in love with him.
Yeah.
In our side, we have a difference between in love and love, right? So in love is where I can't wait to go home and see him. I can't wait. Oh my God, I can't. I just want to hug him now. I just want to just make love to him. I'm in love with him. That's in love. And then the love is just to make sure that, okay, I care for him. I respect him, right?
Bills are paid.
Yeah. So are you in love with him?
I would consider both.
Both. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Point is, look. No. Point is like he cares for me. I care for him. So even if I remember like I came here in London in 2020 because we decided that we are going to spend the rest of our life in London. So it was me who came here first. So that 1 year gap was something when we started realizing we cannot live without each other. That was the time I was desperately thinking about, no, I want my husband. And he was started realizing, I need Sakshi now. So yeah.
Okay. So
it's quite cool.
Natalie was asking a question. Natalie was saying, good evening, everyone. Sakshi, aside from the physical aspect, how do you cope in the marriage if both parties are not compatible and are not happy, since the dating aspect was completely eliminated? How do that's not you. How do you answer that? In general, communicate.
Honestly telling you, like in these days, like youngsters, they have started meeting each other before marriages, like I did. Like so, to ensure like he's physically good, or like if he also wanted to ensure that I'm physically good, right? So that's why we met with each other. But still, like as I told you, that we were not allowed to do anything physical. So but that's again a kind of risk,
Well, that is good stuff. That is good stuff. And so guys, she's in love, and she loves him. She cares for him, right? And this is after she realized that when they were separated at one point, and she realized that, listen, I need him.
Yeah.
I need the romance. I need the love. I need all of these things, right? But the takeaway is that they started it on just looks and money, right? Looks and money. Now, some of you who are saying, "But you can't find a man," and so look for one with looks and money. Start there, right?
Even if you have looks, you have a job. Give man a chance.
Saksha, would you do that? What if you develop with Saksha? What if he had money, rich, but looks was lacking?
Average, average. Just say average.
I would not go. I wouldn't go.
Wow.
And you could have told your parents that, hey, I'm not doing this.
Yes. As I told you that I have seen one guy before him, so he was not like, oh, okay. So he was a teacher. That's the first thing. And I hate this profession, to be honest.
Oh Lord.
Right. And the second thing was like he was
it his looks?
Huh?
Was it his job or was it his looks?
Looks.
Hey, looks important.
Right?
That's important. I didn't know about other, but yes, it's important for me.
Important, yeah. We discussed it the other day. Me personally, I don't think I carry the looks. You know, I carry the personality, right? And that's how I got my wife. Because if you're a male watching this, you know you don't have the looks, see? And you know Saksha go right, yeah. What you have to do is carry as much personality and as much money, right, Saksha?
It's not about look. It's not even about money. I'm not that money-minded kind of woman.
No, it's not money. I think it's more career minded.
Yes. You know, okay. In my case, like the time when I got married, he was that time he started working at State Bank of India. I don't know if you have heard about this organization before this or not, but this was the largest bank of India, and at that time he started his career with that bank. So I was pretty much sure that he's going to be, you know, succeed in his life, because he started his career with a pretty good organization, and like he was quite good with the what do we call that, he was quite good with logical things. Okay. So those things are something which strikes me. So looks all obviously looks is the first thing, but like the second thing is like the person should be smart enough to think about, you know, to take decisions, to make good decisions, to take mature decisions.
Just for the viewers, to know as well that Sakshi's first language is not English.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, guys.
Pretty much learning English, so
yeah,
that's it.
And she's doing very well.
So Saksha,
did I? Thank you.
Yeah, Saksha. Let me ask. So Saksha, what's the ubiquitous there? Like, is it the norm for everywhere in the country for them to do that arrangement? What about a person who wants to just go and meet a young man? And is it the norm everywhere like that? Do the arranged marriage?
Sometimes but youngsters these days, they don't mind doing love marriages, but sometimes it's the families who feel a kind of bit reluctant.
So is it okay? So is it okay for a person to go and find a male or a female and just?
Yeah, it's okay. As I told you, like many of my cousins, they did opt for arranged marriages.
Okay.
So the love marriages are something which is reluctant in India because of the casting systems. So some of the people thinks like that we are from the upper caste and the person who loves is from a caste which is just below them. So that caste system is something which is destroying this system. But otherwise, but youngsters, they don't even give a shit about it. The casting system. Yeah.
Rapid. I happen to know her, and to be honest, she's talking the truth. You know, it's not really about money per se.
Yeah.
Because she was actually she left India before, and thinking about coming to the UK where freedom is and all of that. She decided to stick with her husband the same and bring them to the UK, you know, and being exposed to all of that. And a lot of people might come here before and like, oh, when they see this way of life and everything, and they are in charge of their own whatever, future. They're just gone. But she didn't do that, you know. So it's not about whatever she's saying is honesty.
But Leon, I want that she tell us about how she treat her husband, because I remember
it's a different
Sakshi, how you treat the husband? Do you kiss his feet? You know, how do you treat him?
In a different.
What do you mean by treat? Like you mean like how
in terms of your culture, how do you treat a husband when you look at it and contrast it to the Western
world?
Yeah. Right? Do you guys
any difference?
Any difference? Do you?
No, not much. But it's not with the husband, but it's with our elderly people, like my in-laws. If they are with me, so every morning if I get up, the first thing which I will do is like I'll touch their feet and I'll say, there's a word which we say peri pera, which means that I'm greeting you, right? So, but youngsters are allowed to touch the feet of their older people. This is just a mark of respect for them.
So hold on. So in your marriage, do you see him as the head, where there are certain things that you as the woman, you are not entitled to do, or something that the Western world would see it as, it seems as if the woman is behaving inferior to the man? Is there anything that you
look India is a country which is more gender biased, right? So males are always given more privilege. But my partner, if you talk about my partner, he never considered me any less than in any terms. He really treated me good. He really treated me equally in every single term. So that is again one of the reasons why I like him.
No, you don't like him, you love him.
I love him. Yeah. I love him.
We don't want you to watch a show and then say that.
That's exactly what happened when English is not your first language.
That's
true. What is your religion? And I think
I'm Hindu.
Hindu.
Yeah.
And your God is?
Lots of gods.
So like in Hinduism we have a lot of gods. But I worship Lord Shiva.
Shiva, the one with the holy hands.
Which one? Shiva?
Lord Shiva. Yeah, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva. Could you spell that for me? SHIVA Shiva?
Yeah.
I've heard of Shiva.
So Lord Shiva.
Didn't you do that in high school?
No, I never learned about Lord Shiva.
I've heard of Shiva.
Never see Shiva.
Leon, do you know about Lord Shiva? You do?
Yeah, I do.
How come?
Yeah.
How?
Because I studied.
I never told you about this thing.
We learned about Punjabi.
I know about Lord Shiva. What about Lord Shiva?
Religious education.
Listen, I want to hear from Sakshi. I learn about Lord Shiva. And the viewers don't know about Lord Shiva. I want to hear about Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva didn't die for our sins or anything like that, right? How did Lord Shiva come about in terms of, give me the history of Lord Shiva now. And is that Lord Shiva was there from beginning? Does Lord Shiva has persons with him or her? Do you consider Lord Shiva with any form of gender? What is Lord Shiva, a female?
Lord Shiva is the one who we consider Lord Shiva is the one who created this universe.
One person.
Yeah.
And there's no other besides Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is lonely up there?
No, it. No. So it's like three different gods make one Lord Shiva.
What are the three different gods?
Okay.
So it's
somebody
Brahma.
A copy.
What are they?
Okay, so the first, so first one is called Brahma. That he's considered a different god, but like the combination of three makes something a complete god, right? So Brahma is the one who is considered the creator of this universe. Then it's Vishnu, who is considered to managing this universe, manager, right? And then Mahesh, which is considered Lord Shiva again. This is the person who is responsible for the person who was leaving the world. So basically the death thing, when someone just leave this universe. So
deal with it. Okay, like with it after death and deal with the afterlife.
Let me ask you two questions, Sashki. Two quick questions. Is it that your belief system, are you allowed as a child to challenge it? Are you born Hindu? Are you
No,
converted
I'm
to?
born. No, I'm born Hindu.
You're born that way, and can you
Yeah.
challenge it? Are you allowed to challenge it? The belief
What do you
system?
mean by challenge it?
Like say,
If you don't
okay,
want to be
I
that.
don't want to believe it. I want to just live my life this way, a certain way. I want to
No,
live.
no,
You're not allowed to
no,
challenge it.
no.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
have you ever experienced
I
Lord Shiva?
actually never even think about this thing.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
links.
Yeah.
Point is, I myself I'm born as a Hindu, and then I'm married in a family which again was a Hindu family. So I never even think about this thing.
Oh,
Listen, Sakshi.
So
When
Wait,
you
back to that. Hold on,
would
one
you
second.
been allowed?
Fabian ask. Go on, Fabian.
yeah, go on, Fabian.
Just to go back on that, you said that you married into a Hindu family.
Yeah.
Would you been able to marry outside of the Hindu religion?
That was my
No,
question.
no, no.
Oh,
My look. If I ask my husband, if I ask my parents that I want to go for a love marriage and I love someone who belongs from let's say another religion,
Christian, let's say Christian.
yeah.
let's say Christian, my parents may find that thing a bit reluctant to send me to send me into a different culture. If you ask about my opinion, I'm completely okay with it because my personal opinion is like God is one. So if it is for you, if it is for me, right? But as I said, like because in India we are more into the joint family things. So if someone from my family, if they do question or if they say that we are not allowed to do this thing, then I wouldn't do that thing.
Okay, so I want to answer a question because we touch on religion, but I know it's outside of the scope. But I think the viewers are curious because I'm talking for myself. We don't know about Lord Shiva, and so what I want to know about Lord Shiva, have you ever experienced? Because in Christianity, where persons will say they've experienced having a relationship with their Lord. They feel him and and so forth. Is there a case where you can say, okay, I've experienced relationship with Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva and I talk. Lord Shiva and I walk. Lord Shiva and I, have a good relationship. Like, how do you see Lord Shiva? Is he this almighty that you don't have a relationship with, or is he a friend? Like for the Christianity. The Christians say, my Lord is my friend. Tell me a little about that. Is he a friend? All right, she's frozen.
Are you there? Saskia there?
Saskia, she's back. Saskia there?
Freeze up.
Yeah, all right.
Can you please put your question up again because I couldn't hear. I'm sorry again. I think it's the network issue.
Right. Okay. Let me ask again.
Can you hear me?
So yeah, we are hearing you.
Can you hear me?
Hearing me? Oh, she's not hearing us.
Oh,
She's been delayed.
Yeah, delay. I think the internet.
Sakshi, hearing me?
Let me break down the question. All right, Sakshi.
Can type it. Type it to her. Yeah, type it to her. But it's kind of interesting to know, as I said, Rory, as it relates to the relationship part. I've always wondered if it's because first she can't question her religion, she has to accept it. Unlike us in the Western world, we are not born Christians. We become Christians.
I couldn't hear anyone.
We're born Christians. Sakshi, you hearing us?
We're not born Christians.
In Jamaica, we're born Christians.
No, bro. We're not born Christians. We're all born sinners. No, you're not.
We're all born.
Born with a knowledge of the Christian religion.
Let me rejoin the link. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Let me rejoin.
Okay, go ahead, Sakshi.
Yeah, so be clear, we're not born
Give
Christians.
thumbs up
We're born. Bible say we're all born and shaped in iniquity, so we're not Christians.
Yeah, but
you're converted.
You're born and going. You go up in you're going to Christian.
No, but you're not. But you're not a Christian.
You can't born as a Christian.
Christian, you cannot be born.
You're fine, you're born as a Christian, but
that's what they believe. That's what they believe. You're born a Hindu. You're born a Muslim. You're born that.
But okay.
No, we're not born.
No. And they don't even question it.
No,
don't even question it.
She never question it. You just accept it.
Yes, she never think about. She never think about.
We challenge Christianity. We challenge Christianity all the time. You understand?
We're bad, bro. We challenge everything we get.
Maybe because of our culture, give us a lot of freedom to do stuff. What about that?
Yeah.
And so
it's a choice, really. It's a choice, It's a choice. but they just live that way and they just follow the tradition and they don't think anything outside of that.
Yeah,
And it works for them in some case, and like in terms of them job and them stuff.
Leon?
The divorce rate is low. That's what I'm saying.
Like the divorce rate, we're not about the divorce
the
rate,
marriage part, the arranged marriage. Okay.
Yeah, the marriage. But you can also talk about them success rate in terms of them career. Them well smart. Career wise, them well smart. So when like my programmers come from India, them place them. Financials, people, everything.
Actually,
anything you want. Can you hear us?
All right, she's still having trouble. All right, so while it's actually the internet, we're gonna move to the next topic. We really want to talk about, right? We're talking about since we're on topic of religion. Sakshi, tell us when they can hear us. Hear us, actually? Is she? Since we're on the topic of religion and arranged marriage, I want to know something. In some culture, we have polygamy. Man having multiple partners.
Rapid, and Grinny, leave me alone.
Can you please repeat the question? I couldn't hear. I'm sorry.
Actually, you can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. I'm sorry for this network issue. I'm extremely sorry.
All right, that's fine. Yeah. So let me repeat the question, right? Your God, Shiva, right? We were asking, do you have a relationship with Shiva in the sense that you? I am echoing.
We're getting an echo.
Yeah, and she's frozen again. All right.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
No, she's hearing.
She look like she gonna need to pray to Shiva fix her internet there.
Jesus.
Shiva, man.
She needs Shiva for work on that.
Saskia, are you hearing? Are you hearing
network cable?
All right, remember.
Is that what we said?
I think Fabian, what you need, Leon, you should probably call her and tell her.
Call her Leon.
Yeah.
Right,
but at the same time, we can come back to that. But
I'll try to join the phone now.
And the monogamy.
What about the monogamy and polygamy? That was
about right. So when we are group, when they say enough girl in a bungle and bounty killer.
Girl from Reba, girl from jungle.
And Shabba ranks as a trailer load, that girl, trailer load. Remember, you grew up with that in your mind. Say, listen, enough girl, me want, you understand, enough. But the Christian world now, because we come from the Christian, and not Nigeria or some of them places where they can't have how much woman or whatever. Not even a Muslim, how much Muslim they can have? 5?
In and out, right? In and out.
You hear me? The Muslims can have 5. And when me hear the first time you say Muslim can have 5 wives, I said, no, man, there's so many if you move, go. You understand? If you move, go, there's no. But remember, you see, that is what we talk about, challenging Christianity. We challenged it because in that way, me want to say, no, man, I don't want to believe that. I want to believe that we can have 5. Like Solomon, you have whole heap of concubine. I don't think that we are believing it. You understand? But a lot of people in Jamaica, even though we don't embrace it as a Christian country, a lot of men want to live that kind of way. That kind of lifestyle is something that they gravitate towards. And so for the go ahead.
Go in and out, I want to
hear me.
Yeah, but I go in and out a little bit. But let me ask a question, Ryan. I'm serious now. Having enough girl is something that is you don't want multiple wives? May I ask you?
But
but back then it was something that fascinated me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let me hear you.
So the thing is, the way that Jamaican men look at it, just have a bungalow woman, all about the place and all of that. In the true sense of polygamy, from my little experience with it, is that no
experience
with it.
Hold on, Wheeler come again. Hold on.
Make you fix it up.
No. I'm gonna tell you about my experience now. Real true story.
So
there's this gentleman that I met, and like I met him when I just moved to Mumbai, and then years after, I met him again, and he was like, And he was real serious. I thought it was a joke at first, but he was real serious. Saying, you know, that I've reached this status in life now where I'm able to take on another wife, where I can look after her in the same way that I can look after my first wife, and I can give to her the home and whatever. And he was actually propositioning me. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, he was really serious. He's saying that, okay, I'm able to look after you or another wife in the same way as I'm able to look after the first one. That is the status that I'm at now. And so that is when they are doing polygamous relationship. That is the way how these people look at it. All the wives have to be able to be treated in the same way that the first wife is. So you have to reach a certain level in life, a certain financial. You need to be able to finance these women in the same way. So none should be less than the other. So when Jamaican men,
a Jamaican man, what about Jason?
No, he's not Jamaican. I think he was from India. Well, I think he was from India.
India?
No. I took him serious. Of course, I took him serious. But I was just not. I was just not interested. No, after a while, I realized that he was really being serious, but I was just not interested. So when the Jamaican men talk about enough girl and bungle and them all over the place and have these 50 kids that they can't look after and they can't look after, that is not the real polygamy. This is not the real thing. It's just Jamaican men being bad.
That's true.
Because you can't afford one house. So how you gonna man multiple women?
But you said a while ago, Jason, very important that the man is from it's actually Ghana. I was gonna refer to her. So the man is from India. I didn't know that is that part of their culture for them to have 5 women in India.
No,
I was just about to talk about that a while ago.
So I'm not sure if it's India. I don't want to sound racist, so that's why I don't want to say. But he looks like that race, but I'm not sure if it's actually India he was from. Are you not sure about?
But he's Asian. He's Asian. But he's Asian. That's all.
Yeah, he looks that way.
Yeah.
The enough wife thing. Let me tell about it now. See?
I think he's Muslim.
She's asking here. She here now. Ask her. Sakshi, is it? Are we allowed to have in your culture? Are they allowed to marry to several females or
no? It's not legal. So if a person wants to marry another woman, then he has to get a divorce first from the first one.
That's your religion. So how about the Muslims?
I think they are. I'm not sure about the Muslim religion, but as far as I know, I think they are allowed to keep 5 women.
Yeah, in Muslim,
so they can do 5 marriages.
Yes, I think this guy was Muslim because I don't think he was. You're a Buddhist. Well, no, you're what's your religion again? Sorry, Hindu. Sorry. Don't. I'm not trying to be.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So Hindu. So I think this guy was Muslim though, and like okay, yeah. So I guess it's based on the different religions.
But one woman can give you such a heartache and headache. You want to take on 5 times that.
But
no, Rory.
Hold on, Rory. Remember that if one start give you a headache, you go to the other one where more happy.
And if all of them decide to give headache all at once,
you just take a break from them. Take a break from them.
Suppose everybody cycle sync. And everybody just decide to give you a headache all at once. The cycles can't sync though.
Yeah, you rent a motel and go sleep for the night and just take a break for all of them. You understand? You call up all of them and say, how you feel? How you feel? All right, man, come over. You understand? You check in.
So Ryan, you don't have the 5 wives living in separate areas then?
Huh?
Come back forward. You're gone. Come forward.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that it's okay to have 4 or 5 women?
No.
Let me tell you why.
I was talking about when I was younger, and I was thinking down that road because of the songs that they used to play and all of that. So they used to say, "Well, the 5 wife thing that sound good."
Saski, for this forum and for this, no, their answer is going to be no. Okay, Saskia. So no matter what you ask, the answer is going to be no.
No.
Okay.
We have our wives watching and all of these.
The wives are
the
wives.
answer
They might be
is
on
going to
here,
be
you know.
no.
They might and if she's not watching, no, she gonna watch it later. So
The answer is going to be no, Saskia. Okay.
But actually, let me tell you why.
Right.
Let me tell you why. That's
Always no.
Why it is no. Hold on. Here's why it is no.
Okay.
Right? Because they have needs. Right?
But the
And
needs can be fulfilled with one
cannot-
woman, I believe.
Yeah, him can't satisfy all the needs. Right?
You mean?
I'm gonna run out.
I'm about Lian.
You can't be right. You can't do it.
Listen to now. Listen to me now, man. You understand?
Speak for yourself, Rory.
Wait, Rory, talk for yourself. Yeah, if you talk for yourself. Thank you, Fabian. Talk for yourself. Oh, man, I'm deep. Man, how you talk to man? Listen to me. You see, when we were, as I said before, when I was younger, and I saw Jennifer over there, so all me do I say, yo, tonight at Jennifer, and then tomorrow, when we done, go for Dana. You understand?
When you go college,
Yeah.
when you go college,
What you trying to do? What you trying to do? What you trying to do, Leon? What you mean? But we're not going to college. What you trying to do? I'm just talking.
What if Dana wanted tonight?
Eh?
And
Dana?
Jennifer wanted tonight.
Oh yeah, man. Somebody just say, okay, what time? 9? All right then. You know what? You understand? We get our time. We get our time. Yeah, we get our time. It's all right. 9 o'clock. All right, good. I'm just go.
That is not polygamy.
Go for Jennifer.
That
Go for
is
Jennifer.
jealous behavior.
That is jealous behavior, right?
Yeah,
Jealous behavior.
Jennifer, what time? 7 o'clock? No problem. Work it out. Match it out. You understand?
Oh
So,
my God.
yeah, but that is the thing, you know. No, but that's the thing, you know. If you know, say that in your thought and you have those intentions, yeah, and you know, Christian, you will make it happen. You understand? You will make it happen.
You figure it out.
Yeah, man, you figure it out, man. Enough man out the road. Enough man out the road. I figure it
No,
out.
but Ryan,
Time management is key.
Key.
No,
Yo, Smithy, general. Key.
No,
You
Smithy.
understand?
Listen, Ryan, the polygamy thing different from Gallus, as Fabian pointed out. Is there Gallus? Gallus.
Me know.
Okay, the polygamy thing now. Their wives, each of them wives.
All them probably live in the same house, probably.
All them probably are in the same house.
Yeah.
So when you was about to have Jennifer, whoop, 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 and Dana here. Dana said, I'm ready for my one too. You're shedding them.
All right, so here I'm gonna make it happen now. So first and foremost, as Saxi said, we would have to have money.
So like you well planned this out.
No man. When I was younger, this is what I'm saying. No, I am a good boy now.
No, guys, remember Saxi learning English. We have to talk to Saxi can understand. Come, guys, hold on.
But
so
Saxi, tell them what go on. Because they feel like you don't understand us.
Sorry? Come
Say
again?
what go on. Say what go on.
Go on.
Yeah, what I said.
All right, let's go easy with the potter, right? Easy with the potter.
All right,
let's
so
go.
all right, so let me explain. So back then, yeah, when I was 16, 17, 18,
come forward. I'm not hearing you. Come forward.
17, 18, 19, those ages, yeah. If I had a career that paid a lot of money and I wasn't a Christian and I wasn't following the belief system, I was of the Muslim faith and I believe in having 5 wives. I would make it happen. All I would have to do is to get into a career that would pay money so I can actually take care of all of these women. And I'm gonna have 5 bedroom, 5 bedroom, all of them. You understand?
No, you don't need more because you have kids. You have kids. So you need more.
No man, they just sleep in the same room.
Ryan, you're going to need 5 houses, not 5 bedrooms. 5
bedrooms.
Yeah.
You can't have 5 bedrooms. Each wife will own them house.
All of these wives need to be kept in a certain way. So it's 5 houses.
Anyway, the point is I would have make it happen. I want 10 bedroom. All right. I'm going to make sure. You understand? I'm going to make sure I get those 10 rooms. You say, how many kids you want to have? I'm match it out.
You are hilarious, Ryan.
I'm match it out. I'm match it out, man. I was
it's around 5 plus
put them on paper.
5 times 2
Yeah.
Right,
Mad
your
to
muscle
do.
thought. All right, so
Mad
we
to
need this amount of square footage kitchen. It's about
Yes.
square footage. Oh, you know,
Yeah,
listen,
but
right. So I never know. I am your brother. I never know. Say you have them serious thoughts.
Which man don't have them the
Hey,
thoughts?
Rory,
Which man?
listen.
Which man?
Listen to me.
Especially Jamaicans. Which Jamaican don't
We
have
have them
that thought?
thoughts, man. What you
I
thoughts?
never had that. I
So
never
Rory,
had
I
that.
mean,
You
ask
never
a question.
thought
For
it?
the viewers, Rory,
Eh?
you
I've
never
never.
thought. Yeah, well, Rory. So for the
If
viewers,
life was a person,
viewers.
Rory. Yeah?
Rory. You never thought
man.
about having
multiple wives?
No, not wives. Before you get to the wives part, yeah, having more than one
but
female.
all I know, you're trying to put people on the
Girlfriend, more than
spot.
one girlfriend.
We're talking
Yeah,
about
more than one
polygamy
girlfriend.
here.
Because it start that.
Yeah, set me up.
He must set him up exactly. We're talking about polygamy here. We're talking about polygamy here.
But no,
wives,
but Rory,
right?
but Fabian, to be real, polygamy start from that. It start from having a girlfriend here, having a girlfriend here.
So let me
and
ask
then
you this, Ryan. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this. During the stage of having multiple girlfriends, did you not see the stress that it took on you in order to juggle all
Are you trying to say I had multiple girlfriends?
No, I'm just
It was
saying.
it was just a thought.
It's just
It was just a thought.
hypothetical.
Hypothetical,
It was just a thought. I didn't actually go through with it.
Girlfriend. Listen.
Right.
No. As I said before, if you know you can make the thing happen, you make it happen. You understand? So if you have a girlfriend and you say, boy, I'm see the one over that side. Yeah? And as Smithy say, time management is key. You make sure you manage your time properly. You understand? And you work it out. You make it happen. But what I'm saying now, because we're from the Western world, we don't believe in that. I have to cut it off right away. I say, no, we believe in it. Cut it off. I say, all right, and we can't go down the road there.
So
But initially, Jason, let me talk to Jason. Initially, Jason, when I asked, initially, that is what was in my head. I'm going to have. Because, all right, I may be real with you. And when I went to college, I saw one girl here, and I said, boy, she look nice. When I look to see one second year girl come in, I say, wow, you know. So and I had a girlfriend back in Montego Bay, and in the back of my head, I said, we can't make this happen. You understand? Make this happen. But hold on, no. Remember,
Hypothetical, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, man. It's a true story, but it's a true story.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So what I did was to say, okay, you know,
Would your wife hit you down over the pass?
No, man, she know about the past.
Go attack, right?
But after being at first year at college, and I said, one person I talk to, stay with one. But when second year come around and I see other females are coming, a new face are coming and whatever, you know, you start look sideways sometimes, you know, look sideways and whatever. But initially I said to myself, I can't make that something happen, you know. You understand? We can work on it.
Did you juggle all three?
Wait, ask me on the show. All right. Yes, I had about 3 girlfriends at college. When I was not in first year, but second or third.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but the marriage part never come. That wasn't a part of my trend of thought to say, okay, I am going to take it into marriage.
You're going. Oh, Ryan, come forward.
Yeah, it wasn't a part of my trend of thought to say I'm going to take this into marriage or anything, because as I said before, it's not a part of our culture. Yeah, but if I was a Muslim, I tell you, they are going to make it happen.
I'm going to tell you how my thing work out.
Before you continue, Rory, Sachi had come to stay 30 minutes. So if you don't have any other questions,
actually like the show, man. It's actually sticking around.
If you don't have any other questions for her, she would like to leave.
Yeah.
But we are interested. Yeah, we would like to hear about your religion and the different gods and how you guys view your God and those.
That's all like a part 2.
I'm not religious, but I'll try my best to answer your question.
Because so next time.
No.
Hundreds of gods.
Not today.
Not today.
Yeah.
We'll leave that for part 2 another time. Because we're
another
time. Yeah.
But right, let me tell you.
Hold on, guys.
Hold on,
yeah, go around.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, we want to tell you thanks for. We want to say thanks for coming on the show. We
Thank
appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule and being away from your other half, your husband, to be with us.
Thank you.
And and I,
Yeah.
and I and I trust that you guys are happy in your marriage, despite the fact that you only dated for 4 months. You know, I'm
Thank
happy
you.
you guys are making it happen for 11 years. Take note, people, 11 years, and they only dated for 4 months. That's a part of a culture that we are we're not accustomed to. But as I said before, we make it happen. Thanks again. All right. And have
Yeah.
a
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
I
I really
appreciate it.
thank you. Thanks to you too.
yeah.
Alright,
And
Alright,
the
thanks.
viewers say thanks as well.
Namaste.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Namaste.
All
Thank
right, take
you.
care. Hey,
Thank you for
Bye.
giving me this. Namaste and bye.
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 all right, take care.
Yeah.
Granny, stop set up Leon, you know, man. Stop set up Leon.
Yeah, that blush.
Right.
Me have blush.
Let me
Lot
tell
of
you.
things there.
Hey, but
You know
Rory,
what
but
I'm
can I say that? Can I say something
Well,
before you go
well,
any further? Let's say something before you go any further. You know that since I have been in a monogamous relationship, monogamy, I said to myself, I do totally agree with being with one partner, you know, because knowing that you have these females are coming with different all kind of emotions, all these things are come. You understand? And as somebody said earlier, it's my time headache with deal with one female, much more five. You know,
Exactly.
and also it shows that level of commitment when you're with one person. A high level of commitment. You can stick with one
Yeah.
person for the rest of your life. So I really see where it is better to have one. But go ahead and say what you
Okay.
have to say.
You can't answer that because you never
Tell a story.
you've never been in a monogamous relationship. So
Polygamous.
Polygamous.
polygamous. Me happy with the one I may have, but if you never experience, you can't knock it.
Yo, why? What you plate behind
Wait.
everything? My days.
Mine's up knock him out there now. Mine's up knock him out there.
The man
Why?
just
Me
say I'm
happy with the one I
knocking.
me
But you
have.
have a point,
Me
you have a
happy with the
point.
one I me have.
He looked around so quickly. Oh
Yeah,
my
he
God.
look around.
Almost had a whiplash.
You get
Almost
knocked out
had
in
a
the boy.
whiplash.
I mean, no, Sherry, we knock him out in.
Listen, Ryan, you know, back in college, you know, right after high school, you know, when I just met my wife, remember the day she walked coming to the class was chemistry class. And I said, yeah,
Chemistry.
girl, I look nice, you know.
Hot.
I'm going, and she come in late. She came in late. I mean, draw a seat. I'm telling her to sit down right beside me because then she dead now, you know. See?
You draw her close to you?
Yeah, man, I get a
First
seat here,
time?
man. I put it right beside man. Cause I say, yeah, man, now I go work my magic here now. You see me?
Yeah. Hey.
And she sit down and I say, hi, you know, what's your name? And she tell me her name and thing. I say, have a seat, yes, okay? I don't know if you're dead here now. See?
Oh, Jesus.
A problem. But I don't think she learned nothing today in her chemistry. I mean, her years. In her
I
years.
chatter out.
Chat her out.
Put on the Rory chatting.
Yeah, man. We are chatting. And
Alright.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'll go and add me and add her to the list of, you know, the girls. She can tell us, she know about the whole thing. But she never did know, say, I add me and add her to a list. You see me? Because I list me a list. Because I can't put all of my eggs in one basket, man. You don't believe in something there. So what I do?
Oh, my God.
You have to make sure, say, you assess. So
Yeah,
what I do now? Yeah, man. So you not tell her now. So she, I mean, I go and talk to she, I have another one I go and talk to, another one I go and talk to. And at one point, them find out about her. You see me? I say, them back me up and tell me, say, yo, I need to choose this side of me I do. You see me? And you say, yeah. You do everything, I make sure here. Right? You don't
Why
say,
the coach?
yeah, love your baby. She don't allow God, man. See? She don't say
Yeah.
she was first choice. After I say, listen, all right, I'm gonna make a decision now. I'm gonna stick with one girl. Right?
On the top of the
And
list.
I'm gonna choose the girl who me see as you know, have a wife
material.
potential, wife material and everything. Yeah. And so you see, I say, yo, what go on? I see my working. I tell the girl, them say, I see my working. And I'm vex. I'm say, yo,
You the top one.
top one.
Number one. Yeah.
So from them time there,
I got a whole lot of names.
just stick with
and
she.
a whole lot of
All of
numbers.
the numbers.
I singing there today. My bad.
Right, but here's the thing, Ryan. It work out better because the thing is that if you have multiple girls, a problem. You have to go find time to give to each
Give
one.
them. Yeah.
Zin?
And I tell lie too.
And what happens is that them always want them time, them very demanding of your time. Zin? And so when you can't share your time with all of them, I mean, it's going to be very difficult to have all of them happy. I think they will mostly they will what they will do is they will mostly we call it what the word compromise, right? And say, all right, here we go on. If much as we want Ryan time now, it is Donna time or it is XYZ time. And so a lot of compromising, I think happen in them relationship there, right? Because if then truly to get them time, one or two girls now get enough, right? And then they can't show any biasness and anything towards one. It has to be equal, right? So I don't know, but I couldn't do it because
Have you 5 women?
Because
Anybody, by the way, anybody here, any viewers here would have liked to have 5 female married to 5. Anybody on here that say yes, me?
Or a woman have 5 man.
5 women. I don't know about woman. I don't know no woman. We don't know woman. Any woman.
Someone in the comment mentioned that there's a relationship. Now hear me? Someone in the comment last week mentioned that somebody was in this type of relationship.
Me not hear you. Come forward. Somebody what?
Really? How somebody in the comments last week had mentioned that there's somebody in Jamaica who is in this type of relationship.
Yeah, in a flanker.
In a flankers. But we did get a chance to reach out to them.
Well, for the part 2, we can reach out to them.
How them do it though?
Yeah, but what we're mixing up here is really, guys, is polyamory, as somebody mentioned, versus polygamy.
Polyamory, what is that?
I'm guessing having multiple girlfriends.
I guess when a man does have girlfriends, not necessarily a marriage.
The marriage. Oh.
Okay. So we can't really speak to say that this
that
is
works.
what it would be. Yeah, or this works. Because it's how we grew up. It's all and as you say, females, Jamaican females, that is a big challenge to them to say they have to share this man with someone.
Yeah.
But would you participate in something where you one wife have 2 males? What about that? You want to do that?
Excuse me?
If you're rich.
You say,
Well, man.
The woman rich.
Hypothetically speaking, if she rich,
but
I can support me. That's all.
But here, I think Shireen said something about polyamory. So Shireen, I was talking about the fact that it could lead to polygamy. So I am starting from there and say if I get
The mindset.
that's how it start. That's how it would start. But polygamy was never a thing for me in terms of getting married to 5 persons. But I'm saying if it was a case where I took it serious and I wanted to move to a country that would facilitate me having 5 wives, I would do it. But that was, as I said, that was then when I was young.
Right, Kim Kardashian want 2 man.
I say go?
No, I'm not. No. I ask you, and she said, Ryan, she want you to be one of them.
Oh, that can't.
Leon,
No.
how come you sound so
say yes.
excited? No man, Leon sound like war for you.
Yeah, we're not doing you know where
Well, tell you what. If
take
me
a
are
number.
struggling in life. No, serious. If me are struggling in life, and rich man out there want 2nd man, me not have to live there, me not have to nothing. She just want me to come fill up the car, I guess, every now and then, and she give me a little money. We're good.
So why she need it to fill up the car and gas if she has
She
money?
rich. Hey.
I don't know.
Full up the car of gas. Come on, man.
So Leon,
Okay.
That them after the man
Okay.
run up on your wife last night
Which man?
and have the most wonderful sex. You tell
The
me
mad
say
man.
next.
Yeah, all right.
No, sir.
Bad.
That can't.
All right.
Never said to my wife that,
Right.
I mean, I decide, man, you know.
Your wife, because your wife. If you want to have her as
If
wife.
my wife decides she want one next man, that can't work. But if somebody else, wife decides they want one next man,
When the man running
she
with
have
all his
money.
12-inch, yeah, and 15-inch, right?
can't work.
And last night,
Yeah,
the
right.
man give your wife the time of her life.
So, Rory. Are you you're talking about the 12-inch and the 15-inch? Are you assuming? What are you telling us about Leon? Are you saying something about Leon here?
He's just repeating what he sees.
Probability, Jason, that Leon is currently
no, I've no 15-inch.
Is that not 15 is
I have 9-inch, 9 millimeter.
Donkey them there.
but there's no way. You see, I think society is biased because man want two women, but the woman can have two men.
But no, Rory, you just said society. But some women wouldn't mind having, and a whole heap of them out there have.
So one on TikTok actually.
Enough women have enough man.
Enough what?
Enough women out there, enough man.
Yeah.
No, not the but not the one when they call it polyamory, not the polyamory.
Oh, yeah,
the married part.
Okay. Yeah, the one with the married.
Oh.
I saw one on TikTok. I saw one on TikTok.
Do that.
You see that on TikTok?
Next man.
Yeah, man, on TikTok, there's this lady. She posts that her content is about that. Her relationship with her two husbands. And they are happily married. And they talk to each other, everything good. They understand the boundaries, they understand space, they understand schedule, and all of that. So, people always in their comments, make some derogatory comments.
Smithy, your imagination too wild.
I don't know. Smithy go with something.
No, right? No, but the thing is that she's comfortably doing it, and these men are happy, right? And
man,
men,
rapid.
They make it work. Men. Somebody said men are short. As rapid say. The men are prison, whatever. Good men are short.
And them gay, and them are gay for them.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why one of our co-hosts is not married, right? Because it's rough. Zin? So
rough.
Yeah, rough. Right, Jason?
So don't comment, Jason. Do not comment. Right? Do not comment.
So listen, Jason, it may be a case where you
we have
to
arrange marriage.
You may have to cheer the man, Jason.
No, man. We have to arrange marriage fair, man. Exactly. We have to arrange marriage.
Marriage.
But before we go, guys,
him look good and him have money. Remember, the 11-year marriage. Looks good and have a career that can lead to money. Does he look good and does he have a career? Let's talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the blueprint.
Guys, quickly though, someone serious.
I think we can manage that topic. We can manage that topic.
No, yeah, enough we think this.
But
Leon, arrange marriage. On a serious note though, before we go. Say if you think about it on a serious note, right? As a parent, and I have 2 children, and I think I know what makes a marriage work. See, after being in a relationship for approximately 20 years, right? The thing is, I could choose my son partner now. I could choose my son partner and say, listen to me, boy. This a girl I have in mind.
This a girl I deal with.
Because guess what? If me left it up to him, he might go on marry one girl with long with
Kim. He might go on marry Kim Kardashian.
Long hair and beard and thing. I say, yo, listen, oi, cut that foolishness. See?
So Rory, in a year, based on what you say, it makes sense to you. To some extent. Yeah, it makes sense.
I agree with Rory.
Guess what I do. Guess what I do now. It makes sense.
But not gonna happen.
Hold on, Fabian.
It's not gonna really hypothetically.
It's not gonna happen. Hypothetically speaking. But yeah, how would that happen now is Rory. After you assess all of the career part and you should look good and all in something there, you would bring it to her. So in the real world, if you try to make it happen, you bring the girl to him and say, listen. Date a girl if you look a while and see what goes. You understand? Yes, see what go on. So this girl have all what it takes to be a future wife. So in that sense, with what Sasuke said, she dated him for 4 months, probably would have wanted to go on probably a little longer, probably a year.
No, she never said date, She said
they either meet up.
They either meet once.
Yes, 4 times. Yes, that's true. But we would have said meet date for a year.
That's a hypothetical.
But there is merit. There is merit in it, though, in Rory. Honestly, there's actually merit in it, because guess what? There are things that you know, they say hindsight is 20/20 vision. There are things that you can see based on your years and your experience that you can pick up that they will not pick up.
See.
So I mean, there is actually merit in it.
It makes sense.
Really and truly, there's some amount.
Because remember, he's gonna be. And you worry, he's gonna be like 20 something, and you, after how many years of experience knowing how females are like and what they're like.
Look what Smithy has said, Ryan. Look what Smithy has said. Smithy said, Rory,
Smithy does too much psychology.
And Harvard, McLean. Them say we can't choose to the youth them. See? Smithy say, I look at the characteristics that suit me, but my preference and his preference different, which is true. But there are fundamental things that make a marriage work. Right? And some of these things they wouldn't know because they have never been married. And so what they are
and then you know their personality too. So you will have an idea what personality might match there.
Match with him.
There is
you know.
And it works.
And you grew for much years.
You can't knock it.
But hold on.
This other country I do it for years and years and it works.
So there must be something.
Especially that. Yeah, there is something there, and if
we could have, Leon, we could have do, we would have called it another name, because arranged marriage just sound too much like
set up. We call it set up.
Set up. But we know, would have actually, so we would have actually see the girl, and say okay, get to know the girl. We not do no arrange nothing. We just go get to know the girl.
Check out the one.
Check out, and we say to your son, say, or your daughter, say, check out this one right here. So you understand? Yeah. Date him for a while. You know?
If you have a daughter, no brother, me want to choose the man, you know, man. Me want to choose the man.
Oh my God!
No, man, you can't choose. No, you see, this is why it's not in our culture, cause you look like you that definitely say.
Yeah, man, you're that dark up the
thing.
This
you have to marry. You have to dark up the thing. But listen, before we could have ever reached the place, before we could have ever reached the state of even thinking about arranged marriage, we would have to know how to talk to our kids in a way that they respect
what the decision we're making,
that we're making, even in the sense that we're saying, I believe this is the person for you. You know, they will respect that decision based on how we treat them, how we communicate with
them. Come
forward,
you're gone again.
Yeah, how we communicate with them.
Yeah, so respect the thing at the other day. Yeah. But people, we gone overboard.
No,
so,
right time.
We have to announce the winner. We have to announce the winner for this week. The fan of the month. That's how we call it, Rory. The fan of the month, Leon. Fan of the month. So the fan of the month.
Yeah,
of
the person who participate a lot and make the conversation.
Never miss a show.
To the table.
Yeah,
it is.
Have a prize. You have a prize every month for somebody. You know, so this month.
Drum roll.
The fan of the month goes to the one and only the mighty Grinny. Bring up yourself. You understand? So Grinny, you don't know we have a prize for you. You don't, and we're going to make sure so you get it either way between now and sometime this week.
We're going to live.
Grinny.
Grinny must be the UK, I believe.
Grinny, the UK?
Oh, the UK, so if him live near you guys can probably circle him.
Okay, Grinny, you have to go give us some details and whatever.
We're in the UK there, where you live?
Yeah, Grinny, so just give us the information.
London.
Right. But guys, hear me, I say, so many comments I look for perfection. I want to, viewers, I knock it now. Just think about it for a second. If the parents play a role,
vital role,
a role in the decision making of partners, maybe, just maybe, don't knock it, guys, don't knock it. Just maybe would have a divorce rate much lower, because the parents, especially the parents, would have undergone the marriage and making it work. Married for 40 years, married for 50 years, right? They can tell us, listen, man, what you are looking for is not what gonna make it work, brother.
Yeah, man.
What you are looking for is not gonna work, sister, right? So this is what is going to work, and you can look at your data. What your data mostly look for, is you must your data as it was a look for, is looks, and he must have a good career as well. But I know that make marriage work. If the people look at the family and look at the lineage and see the type of people they are, look at the young man and look at the type of person that and communicate with them and realize it. But this man would have fit my daughter well enough. Because of his headspace.
Yeah,
right?
but don't worry, but remember in India too, the families meet, that's the important part, So the girl from the family meet and the guy from the family meet and then talk about, and then if you realize, a good family, because yeah, some people just get up and get married and they go into some family where they don't even know much about.
But Roman have a good point, Roman say. But there would be no balance, right? It will be the elites versus some people, which is what Sakshi was talking about, where she said the arranged marriage is always the upper class dealing with it, right? And so upper class people, they choose
stick to the upper class.
They choose the upper class. So they're not gonna choose nobody down in the lower class, which that's a valid point from me.
A valid point. Valid point.
But do you think if you think about your family,
it don't work, so
if you think about your family, are you gonna look for somebody down at the other class?
No, yeah, but that's true. But that is I think that's what we are saying. It would work then because
it would work.
No, what I'm saying, no. What I'm saying, Fabian, I'm not saying it could not work. I'm saying that sometimes you have somebody in the upper class might like somebody in the lower class. So if it was our society was based on just arranged marriages, nobody in the lower class would not have an opportunity to talk to somebody in the upper.
Because nobody not gonna choose.
Hold on, no, Rory, fair and fair, sir. Be fair here. If your child only amount to a certain level, you would now try to be looking for somebody higher than the level that he is.
That's what I'm saying, Fabian. That's what I'm saying.
Not higher, but I'm not going lower.
Well, but then you can't go too high anyways. So I still think that's where the balance comes.
But that is weird. That is weird. That is why we're our conclusion. The conclusion of the matter is arranged marriage would not work in our culture because of our mindset of many.
Don't call it arranged marriage. We said that don't call it arranged marriage. Call it pre-arranged setup. Zin?
No, but I'm just talking about because the fact that the discussion was about arranged marriage. So we established say arranged marriage would not work. Yeah, that's a one.
Right? No, it won't work.
It can't work. It can't work.
It can work.
I don't think
don't want. I say because
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why we don't think it can work. Because the Western world has a different world view, and most of us embrace the Christian view of how we go about doing things. And so that their view of doing things is because of their culture.
So who the Christians can have arranged marriage though?
You know, and a lot of these churches are actually arranged marriages happening in a lot of these churches, because the pastor say, you brother Chris and sister Pam, the things that the two would make a good couple. And then is that another type of arrangement? But a lot of them don't work though. But that's another type of arrangement.
But guess what?
Me see people. Listen, true story. When we used to go to church at Jamaica, I know this brother in the church. Him never bright, but him a like a farmer and him always a work and thing. When I got my first job as a teacher, I bought the lady, And the way the lady behave and talk and everything, I say, yo, some things here and the brother that I make a good couple. And she say, why name I start talk to her and thing, and then I go back at church and I talk to the brother. And then I tell her, I say, yo, him not have a job or nothing, him just a farm up a country and thing. And she say, I want to see him, man. And I set them up. And they married today, them about 3 or 2 kids and living a happy life.
Exactly.
Wow. So arranged marriage.
Yes, so sometimes I don't really arrange, but sometimes you can
arrange setup.
You see the characteristics in both of them that they could mesh well.
Yes, we get a different name. We not call it arranged.
Okay.
It's called marriage guidance.
I think about it.
Marriage guidance. Marriage guidance. All right. I like that.
Marriage guidance.
Yeah. Yeah, we think about the hard. We need some of that. We need some of that.
No, seriously.
A lot of people don't know about marriage and how marriage work and what it takes. But we always jump in it because we just say people married and man want married and woman want married for whatever the reason might be.
They don't want burn. They don't want burn. They don't want burn, Leon. They don't want burn.
Hard,
Well, marriage hard.
Hard work. as
I
well.
have to put in the work. Ryan, to be honest with you, and that's why I'm saying I love the show here. And I think the viewers for the first time, all when born it up before, probably look at it differently, you know, and from a different perspective. To say, say there's I might not agree with it, but there's a point.
There's some merit. There's some merit
yeah.
because
thought.
right now for the first time, naturally I look upon it and say, yo, me coulda. Me that like a prayer and set up for my kids them because I think me know.
no, Rory. Leave your kids alone. Leave your kids alone.
Leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
Listen. But I think parents should play a role.
Marriage guidance.
A big role. Big role. Play a big role.
My mother tell me this all the time. So Rory, if I care what any girl come and dash at water.
Anyone I know.
Me never hear that one there, Rory. I wish she tell her that.
Every time, Brian.
You know
every time mommy says she dash at water.
I tell her what she tell me. I tell her what she tell me. She say, and this is something when me still carry me to this day. I still tell others. Me say, listen. She always say to me, say, you see, any two want to come together, so don't love each other, and financially. Something it's just now measure up in terms of financial feet. No money in our run, love will go jump out of the bag. I always said that to me. I said, love will jump out of the bag just so because of money. I see I do that shit. She tell me, well,
tell me different things, then, man.
No, a different measure, a different youth from me, so she tell you different things. How she tell me.
Oh, I see. She tell Roman too, you know.
Yeah, she go you. She knows that me go for y'all some long fingernail.
That's what
Yeah. So she knows the type of woman that I need to bring home. See?
Yeah.
And you should never, because I remember I told her the first time after me finalize my thing now with my girlfriend, which is now my wife. I come home, and for the first time I tell her, Mom, I think I find one I come see. And she said, what? And I say, hey, I want to meet her. She always talk about it, right? And the thing is that I know that I could have bring home this one to my mother without I should not get no hot water. See? So the thing is that just by drilling this thing into my head, I know the type of person I need to bring home to my parents. Now, I think if a lot of parents start to drill certain things into their kids, they know, say, this is the type of woman you need to have in your life. This is what makes marriage work. I think parents need to have a discussion more with them.
Rory are talking about good parents and parents who know what. We're talking about good parents. You have some better age parents, so all they want them to carrying man who have money. So whether them a scam, whether them a jug, it no matter. So we're talking about good parents here. So you have to draw the line. Because some people don't business where the money comes from. Them no care. Right? Them no care if them money, them no care. So
would anybody encourage them daughter to marry to love and not money?
Come see people up the show, you know.
That's for another time.
Would any of you tell your daughters not to marry for love and not money? If you man a handicap and you like him, married.
It's a married for both of them. Married for both of them. I wrap it up this.
Glad to be daughter, but I can't tell the viewers them today. But I pray hard. Say, God, no give me no girl. No give me no girl.
One soon go.
No, I rebuke that statement. Two boys that is wrong with the data. Leon, let me tell about the data thing. I know we go carry over the time. We're going well over the time. So wrap up the show, yeah, guys. One next time we tell them.
Next time.
Yeah. All right, people. Big up on yourself, you know. Don't know we have to leave, leave it there. Polygamy versus monogamy. Somehow, no, definitely.
Yeah.
The life living polygamous lifestyle.
Like Ryan.
Can't manage it. Can't manage it. One woman is enough. You understand? Can't do it 5 headache. Get me? But big up on yourself. And what good everybody. Take care of yourself. And Grinny, we touch base with you because we don't know you get the prize.
Marriage guidance.
Yeah.
Guys, remember to click the notification bell. Remember notification bell.
Share.
So when we go live, you get notified to your phone. We like when you come in and interact, guys. Love it.
Sorry, first before we go,
remember to leave comments.
Who have the link for Grinny?
Well, I send Grinny the email address and stuff. So if you can.
All right, guys.
All right, people.
Remember to comment and let me know what topics you want to talk about as well.
Outro. Time to go.